Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of UT4 Elim League Season 4, hosted by UTPugs. We have another playoff matchup today between Cute Anime Girls, captained by Smalls, and S-Key, captained by Don't Mash Me. And we're about to get into this one. Hopefully, just need a couple more people. And our maps for the day... Ugh. Pardon me, our maps for the day should be Cheops, Signify, Quest, Entropic, and Structured. Entropic and Structured only if we get to them, but Cheops, Signify, and Quest are all on the menu. Cute Anime Girls just deciding that they do not care about how strong any of S-Key's members may be on some of these maps. They're just going to play them all and go toe-to-toe. I guess taking a more view of just play the maps that you like. And that's probably going to do more than enough for you, as I would say that probably everybody on Cute Anime Girls does like all of the maps listed here, which is, you know, Cheops, Sig, Quest, and you know, those are maps that tend to get a lot of play. A lot of people like them. A lot of people will play them well, and they just avoided the maps they don't like. But, I mean, this should be a very good one. Once we get everyone in this hub, a couple people are struggling with the new anti-cheat, so we'll see if this starts anywhere close to on time. But what would a UT event be without starting fashionably late? It's only 1 minute, so we still got at least 9 to 10 minutes before we are at the point of being unfashionably late. And knowing UT playoffs, that's probably likely. All these people crashing with the new anti-cheat. Kind of suspicious, don't you think? I don't have any problems, and I'm right terrible, so... Wonder. Throw those baseless accusations out right now. Get your guesses in. As it stands, we're stuck in warm-up, just watching at a bad third-person perspective that doesn't even follow the players, you know, forward thinking what they're shooting at. So, great warm-up mode for everybody to spectate and watch and hear me talk over. Just love these moments. I'm going to say, though, my prediction for this Cute Anime Girls wins this in a 3-1. I think they're going to drop Quest, and they will win the other 3 maps. 3-1 prediction, calling it now. Either that or... I mean, it's going to be 3-1 with close games, or it's going to be a 3-0 Cute Anime Girls just dominating, you know, 10-2 scorelines every map. Those are the only 2 options I foresee for this match happening. I don't see any sort of close result. Or I don't see any sort of result in which S-Key ends up winning this best of 5. Then again, I've been wrong about plenty of things before. Last year, I didn't think there was any chance a Wasty team would lose to Chonga's team, and that ended up happening, so we will see. But, caster prediction, Cute Anime Girls takes this one. That's where we're standing. That's kind of my opinion about them as well. Just it does feel like Eski has got the ability to beat anyone. They just haven't quite always put that all together. We had a close map 1 and 2, I believe. Well, a close map 2. I think map 1 we played Cheops and won it fairly handily, if I remember correctly. But map 2 was close, but ended up they dropped it. We won, and then map 3 just didn't matter. So they weren't really working too hard on map 3. It feels like they can play with anybody. Just is the difficulty. Can't remember. I think they did have a sub 4 Stone Cold in our matchup, though. Can't remember who it was. I feel like it was somebody, though. I feel like some of these teams do have just matchup inconsistencies. Like, so it's kind of like some of the teams are like a rock, paper, scissors almost. It feels like one team's very strong against another particular team and whatnot, and can't really don't see the obvious strength or weakness of a lot of them. And we have now made it 6 minutes after. 4 more minutes until we are unfashionably late for the start of this one. As we were supposed to start at 4 o'clock, that did not happen, despite the fact that the Euros really wanted to push this to start sharp at 4 p.m. EST, 10 p.m. GMT. And instead, what we have is slightly after 4. Although this is gaming, so 10 p.m. shouldn't even be late, and it's a Saturday. It's not even like they have to work tomorrow. Maybe they do. Who knows? Consumer businesses do need to be open on the weekends for the people that don't have time during the week, so people could be working, but a lot of people in this community are in tech, so weird. As it stands, though, we're just waiting to get this show on the road, and it so far is not happening. All I know is I need to get better at cutting out the intros to this 10-minute intro on all of the YouTube videos of the VODs for this. So I can cut all this out and get the final cut. Just get the start. We are waiting for Stone Cold to download the anti-cheat and get it installed properly so he can join the game. That is who we're waiting for right now. And we're stuck here, just sitting. Speaking of, because I got reminded of this, I don't know if you guys saw it, because I did make the screen smaller to send the admin message to the server, or I blanked out my screen. But did you know that they almost put Big Bird on the Challenger instead of a teacher? We could have had a radically different Sesame Street if Big Bird had blown up on national TV. Just saying. That childhoods would have been changed, and a generation of children would have been traumatized watching Big Yellow Bird get blown up. I'm just saying. And we finally have Stone Cold is finally in the server, probably, hopefully, in for good. Needs to get on the right team, but we're going to go through the intro one last time, just in case anyone doesn't know what's going on right now. This is the UT4 Lim League Season 4, hosted by UTPugs. We are in the playoffs, and this is a playoff matchup between Team Cute Anime Girls and Team Eski. And they're going to be fighting for a spot in the semifinals. Cute Anime Girls is composed of Captain Smalls. Well, actually, I think it's Captain Zan. I always want to say it's Smalls, but I think that's not quite correct. And so it's Zan, Smalls, Tron, and Joker against Eski, captained by Mash, and consisting of Zyos, Intro, and Stone Cold. And we are about to get into this playoff matchup once they all are clicked in and ready, but some question marks, some casual, no idea what's going on, but we have fun, we have the ready, and we are going to be getting right into this playoff matchup to determine who moves on and who goes home. And we are about to get started in 3, 2, 1, and let's go get into this matchup. X-Ray is on, and we go on board. I believe the captain, Zan. Wide, is it in third person? Don't know, but we're going to go on board Zan, going over to the link area, looking down towards rockets, trying to get some early snipes in, and missing shots with an enemy on Eski, but Zyos turning the wrong way, and now Zan's going to push over to Bio, hit some snipes, hit some 3 flak damage. Intro takes a bunch, and now it looks like Cute Anime Girl's already up a player, and it looks like they are going to continue to push in. Lots of flak coming out, snipes coming out, going down, and Cute Anime Girls takes round number 1 and absolutely smoked them. Let's go on board with Mash now, as Mash now trying to get his team into tie situation. Don't want to be dropping too many rounds and get too far behind the opponent, but opening salvos looking like it is not going Eski's way. Cute Anime Girls taking the lead, and Mash just in a bad spot there, gets just eviscerated. Cute Anime Girls rolling as a pack here, 3 of them right there, backing each other up, and now Intro last alive, and Intro goes down. Hands on the wrong keys, but Intro dropping right after, and we are going to go on board Smalls now, and Smalls, maybe the loudest mouthed Euro in the community, and he is going to be trying to push up here, and man, knife's edge, just not giving up the angle to get shot. Great push, gets through, and now just runs into the core, but Mash doesn't have enough health to actually take anything there, and Stone Cold and Intro, Stone Cold pursuing Zan. Intro goes down, and Zan, what a flick, what a shot. Saw the snipe behind her, heard the snipe behind his head, turns and shoots Stone Cold, takes him down, and we go on board Tron, who probably has been the ace for this team so far. Just great shock primary, Doesn't miss a lot, and great combo, great placement of that core. Zyos goes down. Rocket comes out all wonky. Don't know what happened there, but Mash going down right after, and already 4-0. And Cute Anime Girls came to play. They came to dominate. We'll go on board Zyos, see if he can't help turn this around, but it is looking dire already for Team S-Key as Cute Anime Girls has put the pedal to the metal, put the rubber to the road, and has been putting their boot on the neck of S-Key. Just absolutely putting them in a bad position. And Zyos getting a flank onto Tron, but not exactly where you want to engage Tron. These mid-range hit scan shock battles, so dangerous. And now Mash, 1v3, gonna be tough, needs to try and make something happen. And Zan is right in his face with a bunch of flak. Tron gets in his face with a shock. Great timed peaks from both of them. Just great pushing all around. And we'll go back on board Smalls for, I guess, this round, as we're going to start probably watching CAG's players early on, because they are kind of rolling these rounds, and it's going to be a lot of end round S-Key. Stone Cold server no good. What you'd expect. It is a 2v2 here, though. This is winnable, but Mash goes down, and now Zyos needs to make something happen, but a lot of people are very healthy. Well, at least Smalls is very healthy, and Smalls takes down Zyos 6-0. We might see our second 10-0 of playoffs right now if this continues, and it is not looking good. Well, actually, Tron is the one we should be watching here, and Tron takes some trades, but, I mean, he's hitting more shots. If Mash had blown up that combo and does blow up that one, Tron gets really hurt, but gets behind intro and hits 2 snipes. Great value for being very low HP, and finally does go down, but it's already a 1 versus 3. Mash is in a rough spot here, needs to make something happen, not going to happen. 7-0. Cute Anime Girls has been kawaiiing over their opposition so far, and we go back on board Tron, 4.2 PPR, clearing the rest of his team by 1. Just hitting lots of damage. Zyos just pushing, getting pushed right back in. I mean, that's what happens when every single 1v1 is not going your way. I don't think there's anyone other than maybe Mash or Zyos who's holding their own in this matchup, and it's making it very hard for S-Key to move around the map, to S-Key to their nice headshot out of Mash, but jumping in front of Tron, probably not the greatest solution, and just the combo comes out. Easy read, goes down, and we haven't watched one round of Joker yet, so I mean, we're going to just go on board. 2.7 PPR out of a $200 player or $300 player. Very, very good stuff. I guess Reflex wants his refund. That's for sure. Season 1 Joker hadn't quite put it all together yet. Clearly doing something right now, as he has gotten a lot better than he used to be. And that is making a huge difference for Cute Anime Girls, on top of just great team play overall. And Tron, just absolute monstering. Currently 9-0. This is not looking good. They have, I mean, Tron has almost 3K damage. No one else on, no one on S-Key has even 2K. Tron, very hurt though, does go down here. Might ruin their chances of a, and Stone Cold is actually hitting the shots onto Smalls here. Finally goes down. Joker, last alive. And there is a gentleman's 10-0 as they take a round. I don't think it's going to really... A little too late for S-Key to try and turn this one around. Tron, great, well, pre-firing that. You kind of almost have to. I think there's almost not enough reaction time to react to those shots. Such a small window fighting this flak to torch bio. And instead, Tron's just slowly pushing up, and already Mash just gets mashed by a flat cannon. And intro, he is just caught below belt. He's not going anywhere. And 10-1, map number 1. And that is a rough first go for S-Key. Not what you want to see if we want an exciting best of 5 here, but so far, not going the way that the spectators would want, and not going the way that S-Key would want. Definitely going the way that Cute Anime Girls would want. And up next, we've got Signify, which, I mean, I always feel like this. If your team is good on Cheops, you're probably good on Signify, and that probably means that we're in for another beating on this map. As it's just going to be tough for Eski. I don't think this gets any easier than Cheops. But maybe Mash is a bit stronger on this than he is on Cheops. I would say, but I mean he could be wrong, and maybe he's secretly a better Cheops player. But from what I've seen in the past, Mash on Signify a lot stronger than Mash on Cheops. In my personal fights against him on the map, but I have an uneducated caster opinion, so. Feel free to disagree. Voice your displeasure.
Three, two, one.
And we are getting into map number 2 now on Signify after a 10-1 win on Cheops by Cute Anime Girls. 2 maps away from staking their claim to semifinals. And, I mean, we're going to have start right off with Tron as he's hitting some great pixel shots, getting a lot of damage out. Adjusted headshots. Zios gets smoked. Intro low at Rockets. And, I mean, Tron's just going to push forward. Shot comes out. Mash, last alive. Needs to make something happen, and Y is... Buttons weren't working. Finally did. Mash, I mean, he's got a little bit of health, but, I mean, Tron is just so very healthy. And the flat comes out, does a lot of damage to Zan, but is trying to run away as fast as he can. But single tap dodges will only take you so far so quickly. And cornered down at Rockets, goes down. And, I mean, Mash is one of the fastest players, though. Even with single tap dodging, the efficient movement. We'll go on board Zios, see if he can maybe get something going a bit more on map number 2 on Signify here. It did not look good map 1. Can he recover? That's going to be what we're looking for. And going to try and push over to help his teammate Trintro at Rockets, but just eats snipes. Double angled. And Intro gets out, or Tron, I should say, is actually up here. Name is very similar to Intro, and Intro does not, in fact, get out as Tron takes him down. And now Mash also coming over to help at Rockets, but he's got one behind him, one in front of him. Needs to make something happen. Not going to happen, and already 2-0. Cute Anime Girls taking a early lead once again. Probably going to be another decisive lead in a minute here. It's just going to be not great for Eski. Server complaints from multiple people here. 6 1/2 dozens of the other. I mean, I feel like no one has great thoughts on server as we watch Intro just take somebody down. And I mean, this is looking like it's already gonna be a slaughter. Zan has 1,000+ damage. Let's see how he's getting this, because almost the same PPR as Tron, but just absolutely crushing him damage value. Is putting it out and sitting back at water. And gonna go to statues and just maybe not have that much outcome on this round. And sees Mash in front of him and drops down. Great actual fall down there. Gets behind Mash, and Mash probably about to go down. Zios last alive, chasing Zan over at bridge. Hits a big combo, but Zan just drops down. And now Smoles jumps up, hits Zios for nothing. And it's going absolutely all the way of Eski right now. We'll give Zan another round here. I'm unfortunately not going to get too many opportunities to show Eski as they're getting kind of rolled over. Stone Cold does get the kill onto Joker to open things up, though, this round. Maybe Eski can make something happen here. Zan also hurt, sliding around the pillar, takes down Stone Cold, and now it is just Tron. Tron also dropping, and the moment we talk too much about Eski getting rolled, Cute Anime Girls decides to drop around to them. We'll go on board Smoles, see how he's doing. Early round as And he eats a huge combo. Great prediction out of whoever that was. I think it was Intro. Zyos' combo a little bit short. Stone Cold does get hits. Smalls getting out some good damage. Takes down Stone Cold with about 40 HP to his name. Takes down Intro as well. Great survival and gets the health pack. Now survives a snipe. And now Zyos does take down one. But he's still got 3 very healthy people to deal with. And 2. It's a bridge too far for Zyos in that round. 5-1. And that is just going to be the name of the game. And Tron getting the early action in this round as he's just holding this top bridge area and almost takes a big combo there. Does actually end up going down. We'll go on board Smalls holding the combo, and Intro could have gotten out of that. Just kind of walked and kept walking into it. Mash ends up going down to Smalls. Zyos trying to flank Smalls, but I mean, right now, positioning might be favoring Eski, but Smalls able to wiggle his way out of the shock stairs, and now has Stone Cold takes down Intro or Smalls, and now it is just Zan. Zan goes down as well. Eski getting on the board, and that is 5-2. Eski still ahead. Zan actually in the lead, but we'll go on board Intro here. Give him a little round here. Although he just gets evaporated. Zyos also fighting. Combo not going to come through. Link in the back was hitting harder. And Stone Cold last alive top maze. Everybody looking at him. He was going to go down. Shit talk coming out. I mean, you're winning 6-2. Does it really matter? Just saying. But we'll go on board Zan. It's a nice snipe to start the round. Mash over at Statues getting tagged. And now he's going to be pushing Mash. I mean, man, you're going to give me a headache. Guy has very quick reaction times, and someone just got headshot right behind Zan. Great, probably helped save his life, maybe. Although now he's in a 1 versus 3. Can make this happen, though. Mash with a great combo ensures that it doesn't. Gets round number 3 on the board for S-Key. And we'll go on board Mash after hitting that. See what is happening. Although he's only got 2.1 PPR. Needs to pick it up. Somehow his team has won 3 rounds. So something has gone a little bit right for them. Because looking at these PPRs, probably should be getting absolutely smoked right now. But it has not been the worst thing to happen. Joker coming up to Bio. Mash trying to fight him, but now Mash 1v3 is the Statues hold is good out of Cute Anime Girls, and now Mash hits a nice flak, but does not hit that one, and just enough people there needed to get that kill, get that health pack, and maybe weasel his way out of there. Didn't end up happening, and Zan is still leading the way for his team. Gonna go back on board. Just, I mean, some good peak snipes, it looks like. Fighting Intro, and he's hit 2 snipes. Couldn't hit the 3rd, but now he's just swapped to Shock. After hitting 2 snipes, just needs to hit a couple more Shock primaries. Takes care of Intro, and it now has Zyos in the back, but it is a 1 versus 3. This is winnable, however. Stone Cold low. That needs to watch out. Zyos is going to be stomboing these packs, and it's very winnable now. Zan has a lot more HP. Zyos decides not to pursue too aggressively, but does hit the snipe, but traded back. 1 snipe will kill Zyos. 1 snipe will not kill Zan. So needs to be a little bit more careful. And Zyos gets up, hits 1 snipe, hits the flak, but not enough. And Zan able to get the Dark Horse, puts his team ahead 8-3. And that is a commanding lead now. 5 rounds with only 2 more remaining until a map victory. And we'll go back on board Zan after the Dark Horse gets a huge combo into a wall. And then a flak primary, self-kill. Ooh, kind of brutal. Doesn't look great for the old noggin, but Smalls now 1v4. Going to be tough. I mean, you got a 5-round cushion. Flaks himself, just high-ping things. Don't really know what he could have done there. That was going to be a tough round for him. And haven't given Joker a round yet. We'll show what he's doing. 1.8 PPR. Holding back, bringing up the rear this time, but no real worries. He's still providing value for his team. Hits a nice snipe onto Mash. Now has Intro and just needs to try and survive here. And going to be tough. and Zios taking a lot of damage. Joker also taking a lot of damage. Zios able to clean up Joker, and now it is Zan, and he's got so little HP in front of Zios, ends up going down. Now it is on Tron to potentially keep this from going 8-5. Takes down one, can finish it with 2 more snipes. Takes down 2, and now has 1 more snipe to go. Almost walks into a combo. Zios is baiting the pack, doesn't matter. Tron hits the shock primaries, gets the second dark horse for Cute Anime Girls, and down goes S-Key 9-4 to Cute Anime Girls. 1 round away from another map win, but 2 very big combos and a kill and almost another one coming out. And now Tron needs to kind of try and get what he can out with limited HP. His team has not had a great start to this round, eating a lot of free damage, and down goes Tron. And Smalls, in a tough spot at Rockets, does a lot of damage to Mash, ends up taking him down, but only has 44 HP remaining. Does hit Stone Cold. Zios does not miss the snipe, though. Puts his team at 5 rounds, but it's still a tough hill to climb. We'll go back on board. Zan, 4,000 damage, is definitely hitting so far this game, and just relatively unpushed. I feel like every time we see him at a round start, he's holding one of the long-range angles and just deadly hit scan, and just not where you want to be if you are S-Key. Some probably could have done with pushing, but now Mash 1v3 for his team's map life, and he's been found by Joker, and that means he's going to have to try and... Smalls boot jumps up, shoots him in the back, and that is a 10-5. 2 straight. I mean, it got better for S-Key, but better is relative. 10-5 loss where you never really were in any position to challenge is going to be a tough one, and Stone Cold leaving the game. Not sure what's going on, but maybe restarting, rebooting, or forgot that it's a best of 5. Asking if they can try NYC. I think they're mad, frustrated. Hub isn't going well, and I mean, you've beaten them 10-1 and 10-5. That's okay. We're going to be on quest next. Map number 3, S-Key fighting for their lives here. Have to win the next 3 maps in order to make it through to the next round of the playoffs. And it's looking like it's going to be hard for them, as they have not looked competitive in any of the maps so far. Which was my one of my 2 possible predictions. I said they're either going to 3-1 in close games, or it was going to be a 3-0 with none of them being particularly close. And so far, that second prediction looking like it's going to come in. We'll see if S-Key can prove me. Well, I guess if they win this one and lose the next one, they still prove me right. But I'd rather they prove me right in a 3-1 than a 3-0 with none of them being close. That's my personal opinion. But it's going to be tough. Haven't looked very good so far, and Cute Anime Girls has looked pretty on point. once again, we are stuck waiting. Beautiful. And we are getting into map number 3 here on Quest between S-Key and Cute Anime Girls. And this is for the playoff life of S-Key, as CAG has taken a commanding 2-0 lead in dominating fashion. And so far, I mean, it is that they are... S-Key has lost a player. Mash has taken a lot of damage so far this round, and Mash, 15 HP, last one alive. Going to be tough for him to come back here. A couple of very healthy players. Yeah, 1v4 with that much HP still left on the board for Cute Anime Girls. Going to be really tough, and Mash apparently just does not have it today. We'll go on board with Tron, round number 2, and could have blown up that combo for massive damage. Ended up not doing it, and instead... gonna run kind of more headlong into somebody. Getting a little bit caught. Almost got stuck in the little ledge there. Mini jumps up to get that HP pack. Tron making use of the movement tools that don't exist in the European theater. And now hits intro and just backs right into Mash's flak cannon. But it's probably not going to matter too much. Smalls goes down. This... I mean, not there. I was going to say Mash might be able to make this happen, but not when he took that initial damage, peeking that corner. And that is, I mean, we'll go on board Smoles here. I mean, so far Mash has been last alive for S-Key a couple rounds in a row, and it's not looked... They haven't been looking particularly pleasant so far. And intro just got obliterated, absolutely evaporated from the game, and Small's gonna end up going down to Mash, and now Mash last alive, but Zan hits the nice snipe, takes down Mash, and 3-0 Tron leading the way. We'll go on board with, we'll show Zyos here, get him early, hasn't had any screen time yet this map, and one of the top 2 players for S-Key, but just none of them have seemed to have it today. Not playing up to a level that we're kind of used to seeing from S-Key, where they're dangerous. They've just not looked very dangerous so far today. And Zyos ends up going down, and it is another quick 4-0. Tron and Smoles leading the way here. Absolutely putting... I mean, no one on S-Key is looking too hot here. Mash looking the best, and Mash said he's playing terribly. And it hasn't looked pretty on the other maps that we've seen. Tron just takes care of Stone Cold, and already just Zyos, no chance. And there, I mean, intro is facing down Tron. Tron on a rampage. We're going to stick on board, not touching the screen. Mash last alive, but the rampage from Tron. And Tron takes down Mash, and that is... the reality of fighting somebody with 100 more ping than you is setting in. It is possible to take advantage, but it is hard. And Tron now 1v4. He's still on a rampage, but it's looking like that is going to end, and finally... S-Key is able to get around on the board, 5-1. Not exactly where you want to be. We'll stick on Tron, see if you can't keep, I mean, outside of that round. if he can't keep his killing ways going. Looked good so far. Hits a nice snipe. Doesn't let himself get pushed. Definitely was hearing the guy below him. And now gets on to Zyos, but eats a huge cut. Well, could have been bigger. That one was big. Barely, and now finally drops Smoles and Zan. Last two alive. Smoles drops. Zan last alive. 1v2. Very winnable. Mash, a touch over 80 HP. Intro, 30 HP. And does get the snipe on to Mash and does land the shot. And now needs to just find Intro. Last one going. Intro hitting the shock. Hitting both of them. Getting the round on the board for S-Key. Zan goes down, and round number 2. I mean, 3 rounds down, but you'll take everything you can get. They need to hit something. Zan starts off strong, hits a nice snipe, looking for another one, and lands one more onto Intro, and sees someone, hears someone below him, but not dropping down. Stone Cold finally gets dropped on, finally gets taken care of, and now Mash takes out Joker. Nice headshot. 10 HP though. Mash trying to help his teammate. Just there's so many. He's surrounded on all sides. Does hit the snipe onto Zan, but way too much HP. Zan survives. Would have lived a headshot, I think, too, if my quick math is right, but could have been wrong. And instead, I mean, we're back on Tron. Tron starts off. Nice snipe. We'll go on board Smoles here. Smoles actively fighting, and Zyos gets killed. And 2 combos. Smoles backing out, holding an angle, hits a nice snipe. Stone Cold gets shot, but Stone Cold does return, and now Mash and Stone Cold, and Mash drops down, and just 2 people there. He gets double shot instantly, and now he's well, I mean, much lower than he was. He started off at near full HP. Stone Cold last alive, 1v2. Can take care of both players with 1 shot, but can also be 1 shot, and now he's making a lot of noise, and Smalls is not fine, but they able to, and Stone Cold does not miss that shot, gets the ace, and I mean, we'll stick around, gets him to a 6-3. S-Key maybe trying to make a comeback, but they need to start hitting a couple more shots like that and having a couple more round wins like that for them to get there. And Stone Cold right now misses that one and just gets headshot. That is unfortunate, and Zyos goes down as well. It's now on Intro and Zyos to try and make this happen, and Intro just Smoles just dodging and dipping and ducking and weaving. Intro not hitting anything, and Smalls just shock primaries him to death. UT4 experience, baby. To be fair, that is probably most UTs, although UT99 you'd have sniper instead of shock, but that's, I mean, such a common experience. And now Tron pushing, killing Zyos. Mash and Stone Cold once again, last 2 alive, and now Stone Cold in a position, has to try and clutch again. 15 HP, not going to happen. And 8-3. Tron leading the way, 4.3 PPR and 3,100 damage in 11 rounds. Just a touch under 300 DPR is a fantastic place to be. Big combo. Stone Cold gets evaporated, and now Mash needs to, I mean, he's fighting Smalls, and Zyos trading with Tron, and now just Smalls alive here, fighting Mash. Needs to try and find something. He's in a 1, gets Intro. Missed the HP pack, finally does get it. Sees Mash, snipes Mash. That combo could have absolutely taken the rest of Smalls' HP, but instead, Mash still trying to survive and just taking damage. Big combo out. Smalls pushing forward. Gonna get the HP. I think he had one more, but Matt doesn't get it, and Mash gets the snipe, gets the round. 8-4. Mash able to secure a round for his team and keep them alive for a little bit longer. Core cancels on a teammate. Tragic circumstances. But does land a nice snipe here. Needs to try and hit some more shots. Has a teammate fighting, and his team is dropping, though. Absolute carnage, and Mash not hitting. Finally landing a couple snipes, and just needs to try and make a little bit more happen. Gets behind Tron. Gets right. The flak does not connect. Needed to get that on Smalls badly, and now getting linked down. Nowhere to go. 1v4. And that is a 9-4 to Cute Anime Girls 1 round away from moving on to the playoffs. And we'll go on board Tron. Tron isn't even fighting right now, so we're going to go back on board Smoles. And Smoles, Tron just got a kill gift wrapped to him there. Somebody low HP just jumps right in front of him with their, back turned to him. Goes down. Smoles getting the shot. Stone Cold gonna get pushed here. Misses the snipe. Big flak coming out. Another big flak primary. Stone Cold goes down. Zyos drops across the board, and that is a 10-4. Roger that. Red leader as Cute Anime Girls moving on to the semifinals, taking a 3-0 victory over S-Key. And that is our playoff matchup for the day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, as always, this is the UT4 Elim League Season 4, hosted by UTPugs. I'm your caster for the match, EP. Check out some of the other casters that have casted so far this season. I think we've had Joker and Fantasy cast a couple games. And if anyone casts future matches, take the time, check them out, watch the matches. And until next time, catch you all later.